is Miss Amanda. I'm the Children's Librarian at the Southwest Branch of the Seattle Public Library. And today I'm going to share with you some early learning tips that you can try at home with your preschooler together. Today we're going to learn about sharing, a very important concept for a preschooler to understand, especially before they head back to school. If you remember from our other videos, we have our 5 early literacy tips that we try and incorporate. We like to read, write, sing, talk, and play. And today we're going to mostly go over singing, playing, and of course reading. We're going to recommend some books. So to sing, I have a couple of songs that are about sharing. So there's the song, The More We Get Together, that song, except I'm going to change the words a little bit to The More We Share Together. So we're going to sing this song together. It'll go like this. The more we share together, 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 the more we share together, the happier we'll be. So, like with my singing video, I encourage you to just change up the words a little bit to familiar songs, just to try and teach new topics and new vocabulary. So you can sing that song when you're playing with blocks or other toys, and just as a reminder to your child, we like to share. The next song I want to recommend is Ba Ba Black Sheep, an old English song from 13th century England about a black sheep that likes to share its wool. And I also will change the words a little bit in this song too, just because since it's such an old song, children might not relate to some of the language in it. But you can keep it the traditional rhyme if you would like. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, friend, 3 bags full. 1 for Kayla, 1 for Jermaine, 1 for the little kid who lives down the lane. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. And the great thing about that song too is that it has counting and you can switch up and put different names in the song. So it's a great song to explain sharing and also other concepts. So next I'm going to recommend 2 different kinds of play you can do with your child. One would be a cooperative art project. So get one big piece of paper and lots of crayons or markers or other art supplies and create a picture together. And this will encourage sharing. You'll come up with the story together, you'll draw and color in some of the same characters, and learn how to share. The second one I want to recommend is a blanket ball toss. So get a sheet or a blanket and get a ball or a small toy, and the 2 of you, or the 3 or 4 or 5 or however many are in your household, will grab a side of the blanket. You'll put the toy in the middle, and you'll have to coordinate and share the blanket together to figure out how and when to move it up and down to make the ball jump up in the air. And lastly, I wanted to recommend some books, of course. So I've got a couple of books that go over sharing. I Am the Boss of This Chair by Carolyn Crimmy and Marissa Morey. And in this book, we have a cat who is used to being an only cat. And then a new young kitten comes into their home and they have to share his favorite chair. We figure out how well that goes. And in the end, of course, we learn that we love to share because it's so much more fun to play when you have a friend. And that at the end of the day, there are things that you get to keep for yourself, like his favorite pillow. So this is a good book to introduce the concept of sharing, either between siblings or just to get ready for when you go off and play with friends. Next is People Share with People, and this is by Lisa Wheeler, illustrated by Molly Idle. And in this book, we have a bunch of different children and they learn how to share. There's some great rhyming in it, and they learn to share toys, to share snacks, to share hugs if the other person wants a hug, and also what not to share. So especially in a time of COVID, it mentions not sharing germs, not sharing hats, not sharing toothbrushes, things like that. So this is a great book that I recommend for sharing. People share with people. And lastly, I have The King of Kindergarten by Derek Barnes and Vanessa Brantley Newton. And so this book is a great book for any kind of kindergarten readiness for a young child, but I especially like it because it teaches kindness and friendliness, and the king of kindergarten is the king of sharing as well. So there's one part in here specifically where he shares a seesaw, and also he shares some chalk, and he shares his pudding cup. So there's lots of sharing going on in The King of Kindergarten. So this would be a great book to read to teach your child about sharing. Hopefully you enjoyed this short video and it gave you some ideas on how to incorporate sharing with your child in early learning. We'll see you next time.